Mr. Hart will be followed by Ron Jones from Madera.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I first would like to express my appreciation to the board for posting the paper dealing with the myth that 4,300 miles of new freeway lanes would be required if Phase 1 blended was not built, a paper I submitted as public comment at your last board meeting. Today I'm submitting two more papers as public comment. The first of these is Population Growth and the Need for High-Speed Rail, exposes the fact that your contractors, when drafting the statewide EIR, which this board certified in 2005, used an obsolete California population growth report written in 1998, as opposed to a newer report written in 2004, predicting only half the population growth of the 1998 report. It was your contractors' doubling of the rate of growth and then exaggerating the infrastructure needs of that fictitious population that resulted in the contractor claiming in the statewide EIR that 2,900 miles of new freeway lanes, most of which would be needed by January 1, 2016, would be required if high-speed rail was not built. This is a claim that will decidedly be known as false at your next board meeting. Your contractors, with approval, continue to publish exaggerated population. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have hit something.
Yeah, we just go ahead.
Yeah, I apologize. I'll get you all fooled up here.
That's quite all right.
You can go ahead
That's fine.
and restart the timer.
This just gives Mr. Droz an opportunity to demonstrate
Yes.
the complete wide range of his abilities.
You're looking at it.
Okay. Your contractors, with your approval, continued to publish exaggerated population growth data to make a case for their train and their continued employment. Specifically, their June 2015 California High-Speed Rail Big Picture brochure, as did your 2012 business plan, continues to claim that within the next 30 to 40 years, California will grow by the current population of New York State and reach 58 million. Again, your contractors rely on obsolete data. Current population projections indicate that California's population might never reach 58 million. My second submittal, the Green Train, focuses on claims made in your June 2013 high-speed train greenhouse gas emissions report and discloses just how dirty and brown your train will be. Your contractors tell you that construction emissions can be mitigated by planting trees, but hide important data such as the emissions associated with the fabrication and transportation of construction materials, which might account for 90% of total construction emissions. Their stated reason for hiding this data is their claim that precise quantities and source of materials are not known. However, they told you a year before writing their emission report that construction of just Phase 1 blended would require 276,000 tons of rails, 6,500 miles of electrical wires and cable, and enough concrete for 190 grade separations and over 100 miles of elevated concrete viaducts. These are pretty precise numbers. Your contractors fail to tell you how many trees would be enough trees to sequester total construction emissions. This paper estimates 5 million new trees. 1/6 of all the trees in Oregon's private and public forests might have to be grown and kept alive in perpetuity to sequester construction emission for the statewide system. Your contractors tell you that your train will run 100% on 100% renewable energy, paid for with a 3-cent per kilowatt-hour surcharge. This paper refutes this absurd claim and concludes that a surcharge 10 times this amount would be necessary to fund green energy projects costing over $2 billion just to meet the need for the energy in the year 2029. Your contractors continue to misinform you and the public so that they can keep this unnecessary project alive. They do this because it is in their corporation's best interest. The board needs to ask tough questions of your contractors and stop spending millions of dollars every month on your contractors until these questions are answered. Any one of you could be a hero with millions of Californians right now if you just put forth a motion demanding a new supplemental statewide EIR and halt construction activities until the true costs are arrived at. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Hart.